touches in that game. One to stop it, one to touch it to the side, one through the Jamie Carragher's legs.
Do you know what?
Gary loves that
Did
one.
you know whose legs it went through?
I know now, yeah, because Gary made a point of that when I was over here in 2015. When I was in the studio for that Man United Liverpool game. So, yeah, definitely, it was a great one for Gary. One, because it's against Liverpool. Two, is because it's through Jamie's legs.
Excellent. Well, this is how Solskjaer watched the fixture last season, posting a picture on Twitter with a Marcus Rashford shirt hung over the TV.
That's my TV back home. I watched it with my family, and that was my daughter's shirt, because she's a
Rashford fan.
She's a Rashford fan. How can you not be?
Yeah, well, Rashford scored both goals in that 2-1 win at Old Trafford last season and has scored 6 times since Solskjaer's arrival at the club. He's been speaking to Soccer AM's Tubes about the rivalry with Liverpool.
Who would you say is your biggest rival? Man City or Liverpool? Because you're a United fan, aren't you?
Yeah, for me, I'd say Liverpool. I think growing up, that's always been the game that everyone's got their eyes on. City obviously is a big game as well, but on a personal note, I'd say you get more thrill out of beating Liverpool.
So when the fixture list comes out, that's the first game you look for?
For me, yeah.
Yeah, it should be good. Not long to go. Manchester United against Liverpool live on Super Sunday from 1 o'clock on Sky Sports Premier League and main event. Kick-off is 2:05.
Now, Fulham's hopes of staying in the Premier League took another blow last night as they lost 3-1 to West Ham, leaving them still 8 points from safety. Stand by for West Ham's controversial equaliser, with both managers acknowledging it was handball. While Mikel Antonio also shows off his dance moves with Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville. Stay around for that. But first, let's show you the action. Fulham had a great chance to take the lead in the first 30 seconds, but Ryan Babel couldn't find a way past Lucas Fabianski there. Fulham did go in front, though. Babel made amends within 2 minutes.
Ryan Babel makes up for the early miss, and in the 3rd minute strikes his first goal for Fulham. What a crucial goal it could turn out to be.
Great goal, great hair. West Ham equalised after Fulham goalkeeper Sergio Rico failed to clear the ball. However, should the goal have been disallowed?
There's a header there. Is it a handball? We'll have a look now. The hand definitely gets raised. It's a handball. Ranieri's saying it's handball.
Well, Fulham's failure to deal with another corner cost them another goal as West Ham took the lead through Issa Diop. That's his first Premier League goal. Manuel Lenzini came on as a substitute for West Ham late on. He had been out for 8 months with a serious knee injury. West Ham got a 3rd goal in added time to condemn Fulham to another defeat.
Mikel Antonio sets the seal on a victory for West Ham that plunges their London rivals into deep, deep trouble.
Some great moves there. So 3-1 the final score as West Ham got their first win in 5 to move up to 9th in the table, leaving Fulham in deep, deep trouble. However, the game's big talking point was West Ham's controversial equaliser from Javier Hernandez. Should it have been disallowed, and was that the turning point in the game?
I don't know, it's too easy to say yes. But of course, when you score a goal, you increase your confidence. You see the draw come from the handball, maybe slow down the attention. But I don't want this. You have to fight always.
During the game, on my position of the bench, I didn't see it. Also, after seeing the TV, you see that it's a handball. But nobody complained, not one player of the Fulham complained very, very long. They were not so sure it was hand or not. I don't think that was the goal that decided the game. We scored 3, not 2. We scored 3.
For the referee, it's very difficult to watch everything. For this reason, the VAR could be better, because if in Italy there is, in Champions League there is, and it's important.
Antonio does really well with a header there, but you can't get away from the fact he punches the ball in the goal. That's what gets it back to 1-1. And I said in commentary about VAR, gamesmanship, cheating. He knows it's gone past his head. He punches it in, and the telling reaction is how long he stays on the floor. And this from the referee Lee Mason's angle. You can't blame him.
No.
You know, that's why we're talking about technology coming into the game, because that completely changed everything about the game and the atmosphere in this stadium.
Well, Fulham have now lost 9 straight London derbies in the league. That's the longest ever losing run in Football League history by any London side. It had been 3,000 days since Ryan Babel's last Premier League goal until he scored last night. That was his first since 6th of December 2010. Claudio Ranieri is now winless in his last 22 Premier League games away from home, 15 for Leicester, 7 for Fulham. That's the longest such run for a manager in the competition since Roy Hodgson back in October 2010, which was also 22. So this is the situation at the bottom of the table. That result leaves Fulham still 8 points from the relegation zone. While Mikel Antonio celebrated his late goal in his own unique style. Watch him here, showing the moves to Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher.
Basically,
Come on.
it's when they're going underneath the beams and stuff, yeah?
Yeah? Are we going underneath the beam? So wide? We're wide.
Arms down.
Arms down.
Down. Turn.
Oh, where's the knees? Where's the knees?
Arms out. And then slap it round, you know?
Yeah, man.
That was it. There was just not enough time. There was just not enough time.
1 out of 3 people there looking comfortable, I think. Fantastic. Right, speaking of comfortable, Cardiff failed to take advantage of Fulham's defeat. They were thrashed 5-1 at home by Watford. Manager Neil Warnock was left hugely frustrated by a controversial penalty decision, while Gerard Deulofeu became the first Watford player to score a hat-trick in the top division for 33 years.